Alright, so ELAINE is just now releasing on global, and basically making a video on if you should just summon or not, because I make it on every single new character. I'm gonna cut the crap, alright? You shouldn't. You shouldn't summon for ELAINE. Like, ELAINE is actually a pretty good unit. In terms of how I'm gonna rank her in the tier list, she will be very high, actually, on the PvP tier list. On the PvE tier list, she'll be very low because she has zero PvE utility. I mean, I won't say she has zero PvE utility, but no real PvE utility over other characters, I'd say. But she's very good. I have her Holy Relic, obviously, which I think you kind of have to give her the Holy Relic. She doesn't need it, but if you're gonna go summon for her, you might as well, right? I think that this card right here is very underrated. I've been seeing a lot of people saying it's not very good. I disagree. This instant healing card is kind of like life-saving at points. And we're just gonna play with her for a little bit. I mean, her banner is pretty decent. I'm using Blue Merlin here, which is in her banner, and they clearly knew people weren't gonna summon for her, so they gave her a very good banner with Blue Merlin and Blue Lily, two characters that are relatively difficult to come by, given that they never put them in festival banners, and are very, very good. But again, I still would say that it's just not really worth summoning for, considering things we know are coming. You know, we have a pretty good understanding of some patches to come. Next Ragnarok banner will be Ban, which might be okay. It seems like they'll be buffing the Brawler Bans a little bit, but most importantly, I am hopeful that the next festival character, or not next festival character, but the festival character for Anniversary, which will be end of May, will be Estarossa. We have already in the story the whole player model with the attacks and everything. Like, we literally have Assault Mode Estarossa with all the moves, the super attack, everything. And he's just, you know, ready to release at any point. So saving for that festival or Slime collab, which we've been getting leaked and leaked and leaked. We don't know when exactly it's coming, but I would say sooner than actually the Estarossa probably. So we have like actual like really hyped stuff to come, and just using like 600 gems on ELAINE to get like guaranteed or something like that, it's not a good idea. Now, if you do pull her from the guaranteed, like this team I'm using right here, and even like Helbram, if you have his Holy Relic for whatever reason, if you're using Deer Mats on that, work very well. Like, these teams are very good. Now, you do need to go first, or else we're gonna get heavily cocked. But when you do, you're gonna be pounding, so that's good. Okay. Ooh, 340. Almost got me there. We can actually do this, and he can't really attack us next turn, because ELAINE's buff seal is quite decent. Like, whenever you face anyone that does rely on buffs, it's essentially a guaranteed win. Like, basically, Margaret is the biggest culprit of, like, needing the buff. Because if you're using a Margaret team, then you're not using her for the attack, right? let's put it like that. So if you do face someone that's using Margaret, or like a Goddess team, for example, you can get that off and it will be really good. Let's get level 3 off since we can. Put a healing as well in case, I mean, I don't think he will get wiped here, but he will take a lot of damage for sure. I'm not using a buffer as my third, which can be preferable. Oh, he did get wiped, because it's King, and he was doing, what, 60% extra damage just from ELAINE. Ban! Now, one interesting thing about Ban is that he is a big old cock with that healing, right? But, in fact, you can cock him back by... Oh, I should have actually attacked with Merlin first, because he has dodge food, but he probably doesn't because he always uses HP food. Yep. You can stop him from using that heal with ELAINE. The heal is considerably annoying, so very, very nice there. Should we keep sealing and attack sealing? I don't know. Might be worth it. Terry, you can't stop him from ult rushing, yeah, which he did. Oh, he didn't. Okay. What text you? Terry... Terry is such a cuck. Like, he really is. So... He can really be troublesome. If your enemy decides to pull 500 Terry counters, it's over for you. He can't push Bon ultimate though. But Terry ultimate is scarier. Like, Terry is the team. Like, I don't know why we call it Bon team. We should just call it Terry team. Like, Terry is the main character on this team. It's not Bon. Like, the one counter that he pulled saved him here. Because he can just cleanse you. Terry is the main character. You're always 6-6. Oh, 1-6. Nice. Let's go do this. And then this, so he can't break the shield. Oh, he will break Merlin's shield. God damn it, I should have attacked with Merlin first, and then attacked with King. That was my mistake. Merlin will die. My mistake. Merlin will probably die here. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see. He will. He has another counter for Terry. Watch. No, it's a blue card that he couldn't use his whole time. Triple attack with King next turn. So the shield will absorb the damage very well here. We're good. Yeah, especially because it's 1-6. I mean, even at 6-6, if you have the shield, if like he doesn't manage to break the shield first, you're still likely good. Because King's shield is just King's shield, right? Here is smooth sailing because Bon's dead. Oh, Arthur's gonna full heal. We got King's ultimate as well. With a pretty good shield too. I am considering though, I did make my list of my top 10 most hated characters in Grand Cross. I might actually have to move up Terry. Like, I know I just made that list, but that list is very volatile. Like, I can move units up and down depending on my mood. Terry might actually have to be moved up. Terry is just simply... He shouldn't be in the game. It's just simply, he shouldn't be in the game. Like, he was a mistake. Alright. I'm actually opening. Well, I gave him 3rd place. I actually think I would put him above Goddess Liz as my 2nd most hated character in the game. It is difficult for him to compete with Goddess Liz only because I have such deep-rooted hatred for Goddess Liz. Like, it comes from a long time, you know? So it's gonna be hard for him to beat that. He could have dodge food if he's like just a mega whale. Yeah, can he? I don't know. But yeah, it's fine. Nah, I think Terry might actually be my 2nd most hated character in the game. Now, if you want to know who my number 1 is, I might want to go watch that video. Oh, good time should not be using Kyo. Well, I think I made my points. I mean, it's a good unit, but like, even though like it is a good unit, I would still say that this team is just very wonky. Like, if you don't go first, you might as well not even run the team in the first place. And then, I don't know, there's so many hard counters as well. I'll just say that it's an obvious skip. And I think that the game is also treating her as an obvious skip, because last year, what we got in her place was Hawk and Oslo, which was also an obvious skip. Like, they're clearly dropping these obvious skip banners before Anniversary, which I kind of like. Because Anniversary is obviously coming in May. And, I mean, you know, there's some word of a slime collab. Today we should have confirmation if it's this week. But it's either going to be this week or 2 weeks from now probably. Either this week's going to be Ragnarok Bond or it's going to be Slime Collab. We should actually have confirmation in like a few hours at 3 PM Europe time. Because at login, if we see a special login, it is collab. If we don't, it's not. So we're going to basically see then. And again, if it's not, then it's probably going to be Ragnarok Bond. Because they've been doing Ragnarok very often, like basically once every 2 months. And our last Ragnarok was 2 months ago, so... Well, that's ELAINE.